So I've actually been thinking about this one for a long time. Why does the Vikings fan base just worship running backs? Like it's sort of weird, right? Where it's a modern passing game. It's all quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. It's the most important position in all of team sports, and especially in the NFL. But it's weird. It's weird, right? It does seem a little bit backwards, but if you look through the history of the Vikings, there's many instances of just like, oh, we got the running back, we got the running game, screw the quarterback, we're going to be fine, right? And also, quarterback, paramount nowadays, it's still running back, right? We love Zimmer that he's bringing running back, yeah, right? And one of the very few teams who run to throw rather than throw to run. It's just weird. I wanted to explore a little bit. So first off, I think it could be generational thinking. You know, when the Vikings came to the league in 1961, that was the era of pounding the rock. What you did to have a great team, you found yourself a great running back or a couple great running backs. You handed them the ball. Well, if you throw, what's the old saying? If you throw, two things can happen and they're all bad, or whatever. Is that Bo Beckler? Doesn't matter. But the days of like Jim Brown and then student body left, student body right, the four horsemen of Notre Dame. You know how many times they threw the ball? Zero. That's basically it, right? And then the Vikings, when they came in 1961, they had the number one overall pick. It's like, oh, expansion team, let's go, numero uno. And they drafted a running back. They took Tommy Mason coming out of Tulane. Let's go. He ended up running for 3,252 yards over 6 seasons for the Vikings. Never had a 1,000-yard season. They took Fran Tarkin in the third round. You know, the team's George Washington, so thank goodness for that. But still, one overall. Take a running back. And I'm not a guy who says, the modern running backs don't matter. Like I don't believe that at all. I think there is still a lot of value in the running game, especially a team that is going to be dedicated to running the ball. It's the style of play that Zimmer wants to do as a very conservative coach. Play field position. It's fine. It's fine, right? And also you have Dalvin, you have the offensive line to say, yeah, whatever. But it's been so ingrained in the franchise, right? You look at the glory days of Bill Brown and Super Dave Osborne, a nice running back tandem from back in the day. Then you got Chuck Foreman in the 70s. Older Vikings fans still love Ground Chuck. And they got Ted Brown. And then you got Darren Nelson coming in. And then, of course, the coup de grace. So 1989, Vikings were 3-2. And Tom and Kramer, Wade Wilson, not Deadpool, were holding down the quarterback spot. It's great. Anthony Carter, Hassan Jones on the outside. Got Steve Jordan, the best tight end in Vikings franchise history. Nice little passing game. It would be a shame if something happened to it, right? So GM Mike Lynn was like, we got to have a great running back. So he trades 5 players away, including the great linebacker Jesse Solomon, and to the Cowboys, along with what ended up being, through conditional picks, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, a third-rounder, and a 6th-rounder for Herschel G.D. Walker. Great. Yeah, who was 27 years old already at that time, already had thousands of carries on him, his time in Dallas, his time in the USFL, as well as college, and it just boggles the mind still. For, like, again, respect, that was a different era. Like, running backs were more important back then than they are now, but wow, it's just amazing. And he wasn't even that good as a Viking. He ran for 2,264 yards, 20 touchdowns over 42 games in 2.5 years. But he wasn't that 1,500 yard a season back that he was that 1 year in Dallas that made the Vikings be like, in, right? And what's even more infuriating about Herschel Walker, like we said, never had a 1,000-yard season with the Vikings. But the year he left, 1992, year uno, with the Eagles, 1,000 yards. Yeah, like no big deal. Plus, he was back in Dallas in 1996. Like the whole thing never happened anyway. So, great. What was the point? And then through all those draft picks, it set Dallas up for a beautiful Super Bowl run. So yeah, congratulations on that. Cool. And then the Vikings picked up Adrian Peterson in 2007, where going BPA, even though he already had a 1,000-yard rusher in Chester Taylor, it's like, oh, yeah, that guy from Oklahoma, let's bring him in. And it was great. I mean, 296 as a rookie, leading the league in touchdowns year 2, in yards year 3, or something like that. MVP, of course, in 2012. But something that we pointed out ad nauseum, as great as Adrian Peterson was, as fun as it was to watch him play, the thing about running backs is that they just cannot transcend the way that a really good quarterback can. Like zero goose egg, non-Favre playoff wins, first of all. And all the talk is like, well, Adrian drug the team to the playoffs in 2012. Respect. But then they got bashed up in the wildcard round against the Packers. Well, what happened? He had a bad quarterback. Exactly. As you can be the greatest running back of all time, if you don't have some semblance of competency at quarterback, ain't going to work. It just won't. And, I forgot, during the Adrian era, 2010, so when Adrian was peak, heading into year 4, they spent a second-round pick. They just lit it on fire for Toby Gerhart. Toby. Just great. You wouldn't think about upgrading the quarterback position, but yeah, whatever. As we point out earlier in the week, the NFL's leading rusher for the single season has not won a Super Bowl since 1998, and that was Terrell Davis. Right, and he had the corpse of John Elway, just like, this one's for John. Congratulations, cool. No, that was the second year, but yeah, whatever. But also, as we point out, only 2 of the top 7 rushers of all time have a Super Bowl ring, Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton. Barry Sanders has won 1 career playoff game. Eric Dickerson won 1 career playoff game. Adrian Peterson won 1 career playoff game, 1-4 for his career. 0 for without Favre. O.J. Simpson played in only 1 career playoff game. It was a loss. It's a loss, bro. All this time, all these all-time great running backs just not translating to playoff success. What's up with that? What is going on there? Could it be because they lacked decency and quality at the quarterback position? It certainly is. And I feel like to a degree we're seeing it now, where Dalvin Cook, I love him. He's amazing. He's a rock star. But seeing the way that the running back contracts, especially the second big contracts, have gone, are you going to ink him up to $15-16 million a year? Like, are you going to bet, Dalvin, with all of his health issues that he's had before, is he going to do the damn thing 5 years from now the same way he's doing it now? Will he live up to that contract? I don't know. So I feel like the modern game is starting to skew away from running backs, especially 2-down running backs, which Dalvin certainly is not one of them. Like Adrian, we talked about, he was born 20 years too late. Like he was born in Jim Brown, Eric Dickerson era. He would have been awesome. Just give him the ball 400 times a season in a 14-game season, and then just go win the day, right? But I don't know. It's always something that's just been weird to me. It's like, it's always, we have to go get the next great running back, and then it just never brings a Super Bowl, and then you're like, oh, okay, I guess not. But your thoughts, Vikings fans, obsessed running backs, let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. You want to support the work, pull us in the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.